Yesterday, the VCT knives dropped and the price was revealed. A lot of people were anticipating these prices because we've been on an inflation spree. Now, just to make one thing clear, this price did inflate. It went from $54.40 to $58.50 for this year's VCT capsule. And I need to make something else clear. $54.40 for one knife was already expensive. $58.50 for one knife is even more expensive. There are a couple things that are really irritating. So first of all, I need to make it clear, everyone expected this to be 6,000 plus. I think Riot is taking some notes and trying to limit the inflation there, but it's still happening. And there's something that really irks me, and it's always irked me. I've mentioned it before, and this is not new. So this isn't really based off these skins being new. It's the fact that if I click right here, buy, right? We're gonna click it. You heard the click. Here's the problem. The full bundle says it costs 10,000. The full bundle costs $100 for one knife. That's what they're telling us. And then the discount is $45, meaning it's going to cost $58. That's what Riot is saying here when we click this menu. But the biggest problem here is that they show that the buddies are worth like basically almost $4, then the cards are almost worth $3, then the knife right here is $32. Bro, let me tell you, if this knife was $3,200, if this knife was $32, people would actually buy it. A ton of people would actually buy it. Like much more volume of sales when it comes to this knife. But it doesn't matter because when you click it, you can't. Available through bundle only. This should be illegal. This is false. This is fake. This is Riot lying because it's not 40% off when you can't buy it on its own. How is it 40% off? You can't. They are putting a fake value of $32 and just saying it's 40% off. I should add, if it did cost like $32.10 plus 40%, that'd be 4,400 VP. Meaning, technically speaking, if this shouldn't be a scam, like in the sense if Riot is not lying, I should be able to buy the knife on its own for 4,494 VP. Meaning I should be able to save over 1,000 VP. If they claim it's 40% off, I should be able to buy it individually for 4,400 and still be able to buy the next battle pass and still have leftover. That would be telling the truth about the discount. These are fake. Even these are fake. This is not real. They can't say that it's worth $4 and then say you're buying it for $2 when you cannot buy it for $2 individually. That does not work. If they wanted to make it like literally not false advertising, like Riot does not want to lie, it means if I click buy, I should be able to buy this knife individually, and if I buy it in a bundle, it's 40% off. That would be not lying. I don't get how this is allowed, because I will never use this, 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 or this. I only want this. So in the end, you are paying 400 more VP, you're paying $4 more for the extra variant, because it's still one knife. No one cares about these. At least not enough for it to really cost money. Which is important to note. Again, I'm adding commentary because if you were to add 40% off their quote-unquote claimed prices, each card is like $4 and each buddy is $5. Who would buy each card and each buddy for $4 and $5? This is just all, it's literally just fake. It's just fake. This is something you already have to buy. The extra variant is something you already have to spend. Radianite, which costs money. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Sorry, I just added this in the middle of the video. I'm re-rendering for this. If you wanted to buy this bundle at $58.50 and you bought right here, so 70 Canadian dollars are here, $53.50, right? It's not enough. So you have to buy more. Okay, can I at least get away with $7? No, because $475 plus $53.50 is $5,825. You'd be 25 VP off if you're starting from 0, meaning your next smallest purchase is a full 1,000 VP. Oh, you sly. They're so sly. This wasn't the case with the 5,400, and even then they were smart. They priced it $54.40 and the next is $53.50, so they were already doing it, but they just secretly inflated. Now you can't bundle the cheapest, you have to bundle the second cheapest to get the— oh my god, dude, they're so sly. It is irritating. It is irritating. I'm not going to drag this out to 12 minutes, and this is not new just for this knife. However, it is irritating. I have bought every single limited edition skin on my account. I stopped buying genuine skins, like the normal bundles, way before Kuronami. I did stop. I said I would stop, and I stopped. I did, however, openly admit I buy every limited skin. It might stop with this one. I haven't decided, but it might be done. Even as a content creator, I might draw the limit here. I have nothing against Riot themselves particularly. I still like Valorant. I still like the relationship I have with Riot, and I love the art team. I love the passion they put into it. I've talked to them. They're good people. but just the business side, just the monetary side. I always have to separate these. Riot might one day truly hate me because I'm not giving them a break. I don't know if it's gonna ever affect me. There's a saying, don't bite the hand that feeds you, but at the same time, I for some reason I have enough hope that Riot can take criticism. Like, they're good to take criticism, and this deserves criticizing. But the business side of this, it does irk me. It does. Genuinely, it does. It does. I open up, I see the bundle, I click buy, I'm like, oh, another limited edition skin. Should I get it? And then I see the breakdown, and I just like, do I have to pretend to be blind? I don't. And the problem is some people were literally relieved by the fact that it wasn't like over 6,000. But you have to keep in mind the pricing is very strategic. So like I've showed you guys, basically they think of how people have to buy packs. There are, you know, leftover VP they account for, but they 100% think about how people buy packs, because if you're newer to the game and it's your first skin, you might buy like the latest and quote unquote greatest. I know it doesn't one-to-one work that way, but a lot of hype always comes around new skins. I mean, I've seen skin polls. I think this one was on Congo Valorant. He just pulled for the best Karambit, and this one won before it was out. Like the latest one won before it was out, just due to like hype on new skins. And until that hype doesn't translate, you know, skins will continue to be very, very expensive. And I don't know, I think I'm gonna taper off making these videos. I've been on a little bit of a roll recently on the channel, and I didn't exactly mean to. I'm only doing it when I actually have things I want to talk about, like observations, like the fact that it was locked to bundle only, like the fact it's strategically priced and there's a hidden inflation due to that strategy, right? Due to the strategic pricing. That's stuff that I noticed and I want to talk about. I don't know if they're going to continue. I think we're going to see a taper off. I think they're going to reel it in. I would love to see if I can reach out to Riot and get some sort of interview on the business side of things. When it comes to like interviewing for agents, like new agents or skins directly, or asking questions about Vanguard or anti-cheat, it's much easier to get contact. I don't think when it comes to pricing our business, there's really a way. It definitely would be interesting. I'd like to have some sort of interview, ask the hard questions, understand the thinking. Is there data to support that high price skins and whales outweigh cheaper price skins? Like a $30 knife is already expensive, but if this knife could be purchased on its own for 3,000, 3,500, etc., I feel the volume would outmake the pricing. I can't be for certain. I don't have the stats, but that's what I genuinely believe. It's also important to note that Riot can make changes. Some people roll their eyes when I say stuff like this, but believe it or not, once upon a time, you had to buy every variant in order. Variants were levels, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, meaning if you liked a level 4 variant, you were forced to buy the first 3 variants. They were seeping us dry using Radianite, and Radianite's already a very scummy system. Obviously, a lot of people don't buy skins but do buy battle passes, so you accumulate it over time, but a battle pass doesn't equal enough to upgrade a full premium bundle at the point. Like, you usually have to do battle pass plus buy a little if you're buying a bundle per act. Now, you shouldn't be buying a bundle per act, but some people do. So Radianite's already a scummy system, and once upon a time, you had to force 40 Radianite if you liked the level 4 variant, which is insane. Now, things have changed. They backtracked, and that's just because this wasn't a system that was working. Locking the 4th variant meant people weren't buying the 4th variant because it was too expensive. So it's possible. Things can change. We have to be hopeful, and I do hope that skins and pricing and models and rewards and all that changes for Valorant. And in case, you know, biting the hand that feeds me backfires, I'm looking to try some other content, so I'm gonna kind of shameless plug here. If any of you guys have been playing Marvel Rivals recently, I need players to help me with content, so I've set up a Discord down below. Again, a little bit shameless, but I put it at the end of the video where most people have already clicked away. And in the end, I may not succeed. I just want to try to diversify and see if I have fun doing so. We'll see what happens. But if you made it this far and you play Marvel Rival, you want to help me out, link down below. Thanks.